Welcome, Senator Roger Marshall from Senate Budget. Senator Marshall, great to have you on. The president is mad Fed Chair Powell's not cutting interest rates. Let's show it. Central banks around the world are cutting their rates. This would be the first time in history a president fired the Federal Reserve Chair. Do you think this is going to happen?
Yeah, I don't see the president firing him, but Jay Powell should resign. That's what he should do. He's lost the confidence of the president, the American people. There's a reason president calls him too late. He was too late when we saw Biden inflation just jump through the roof. They told us it would be transient. He was so late that inflation was persistent. Then a month before the November election, he suddenly, without good reason, he drops the interest rate. And now we just had a quarter of 2.1% inflation numbers, and he refuses to drop them. It just seems to me that Jay Powell is a blind spot, that he's too much emotionally invested in the situation now. It'd probably be best if he resigned, give us some notice, though, and let America's economy get on the way here. We need to drop the interest rates.
Yeah, I mean, wholesale PPI prices came in, and they have been low since January. They're coming in again low. Last time they were this low, the Fed cut rates by 50 basis points before the election. Okay, we know that the president cannot unilaterally fire him at will, but it sounds like the president and his team are lining up with the Federal Reserve Act to fire him for cause over malfeasance due to the massive waste in the lavish $2.5 billion renovation of central bank headquarters. Senator, let's get your reaction to what the president said about this. This is a project that has cost overruns of $700 million. Taxpayers have to foot this bill because the Fed has been operating at a loss for a number of years. Watch this.
Are you saying you want to investigate the Fed chair for fraud related to this renovation?
Well, I think he's already under investigation. He spent far more money than he was supposed to on rebuilding. I didn't see him as being the kind of guy that would want to have parks, rooftop parks and everything else on top of buildings. But who wants to spend that money for the Fed? The Fed is supposed to sit there and say where interest rates are going and a couple of other very easy things to do. And he spent $2.5 billion. I think he's got some problems.
The renovation is being called Versailles on the Potomac. What do you think, Senator?
Well, we certainly need an inspector general, the government accounting office, to go in there and figure this out. This building costs $2,000 a square foot. It has a theater. It has wellness centers. I don't know if it's gold-plated or not, but it's way over budget. Did we even need a new one to start with? There's much better things we could do with this money, and I do expect to see more of this as we go through some type of congressional hearing.
Senator Roger Marshall, thanks for being with us. Great insights there. It's good to see you. Now,